Look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
Taking on a Deathclaw as backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I like how you're asking me that.
And I don't appreciate being betrayed by my own soldiers. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Danse's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
Had he told me, it would have been my duty to report it immediately.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its crew, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given.
Right.
I'm ordering you to...
With pleasure. I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate your... Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of them. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been out. And Knight, you're dismissed.
Hey there.
Glad to see you returned safely from the Institute, brother.
Hi.
Our vertebrates
Hold up,
should give
Knight.
us the air
Let me make one
superiority we
thing
need
clear.
to win this war.
As a member of the Brotherhood, when I give you a mission, I expect... Knight?
Station keeping maintained. Thruster stable.
Elder.
I'm sorry, Knight. There's nothing further to discuss. You have your orders.
Danse ran away. He must be guilty. We better find him before he reveals our secrets to the Institute.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, as you're well aware, I think you may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity.
So he sets Dance up?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna... There's obviously been a mistake, and we need...
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with...
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant.
Very well then. Would you...
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Proceed.
If you...
Scribe?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine.
You're sympathizing with a traitor.
That's exactly my point. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you.
Sure.
If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes... Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on... It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good... Just be careful.
going down. Unidentified intruder detected.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Danse.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees. I need to be the example.
Right. The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my... Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Haylen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your...
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own... The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, take my holotags. Use them to prove... Now, come on.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive. Because you...
Him! Dance, it wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was flesh. Is flesh. By attempting to play God,
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you...
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate. Look around you, Dance. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushed... Can't you see the same thing is happening?
Sure.
You're a single bomb.
Right. That's insane. He dedicated his life to protecting mankind.
Is that what it told you? How can you trust the word of a machine that's had its mind... Those ethics?
It's true. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my... Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I...
After all this...
Very well. I'm listening.
Just listen to me. If I've earned any of your trust or respect...
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive. I'm returning to the Prydwen Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect we still have the Institute to deal.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post. But it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. If you ever need me...
What about Haylen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved. So she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still...
Sure.
I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Right. Excuse me. Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Of course. The Brotherhood must come first.
Perhaps there's hope for you yet. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit. Congratulations, Paladin.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to continue. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your Ad Victorium, Paladin.
Getting a bit of a twitch on Prop 3, adjusting torque.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now then.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, they're a small but capable group. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm us. If we strike them now...
Hit them before they hit us? I like it.
Precisely. Just to that end...
Should have buried those idiots when I was dealing with the chip.
Yes, it's quite disappointing. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you.
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype. They're calling it the predictive They use the robot.
Sure.
If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's... I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good...
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a...
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes.
Uh-huh.
When you're ready, proceed to the Old North. They'll provide demolition. Add Victoria.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as requested.
Connie Allen there with, Hey, so, there's this bit of news that, it might interest you. If not, hang on a minute and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't, that the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived? The Gunners! That's it. That was like those guys were fine, so I guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's,
What is it?
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's probably segue. Back to the music. I guess. Hey, you like Louis Jordan, right? Well, here's a classic.